First thing you always want to do before you get started is always try the reset. To reset your PS4 controller, if it's not connecting to your PS4, you just press on this button right here on the back. You have to get a thin tool, maybe a paper clip, press and hold for a couple seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that resets the controller, and hopefully it'll connect now to your PS4. So what you want to do then is connect it right here. And we'll make sure it's cleaned out. You could use this little dental floss tool. It's you get it at CVS, and you clean out any dust or debris that could be in there, or grime. And then you just plug it in right here, and then plug this into your PS4. And then once you plug it into your PS4, you press the PlayStation button, and then hopefully it'll connect to your PS4 again. But if your PS4 controller is not charging, you probably have a bad cable. So replace the cable. And if you replace the cable and it's still not charging, then you have a broken port or a bad port. Or it could be dirty. If you clean the port out, most likely it's damaged. These ports are fragile. That center piece right here sometimes breaks, and you'll see it slanted. That's how you know it's broken. So we're going to be replacing that in this video. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do this in real time so you guys have an idea how long it takes. You're going to need a micro Phillips screwdriver. If you don't have one, you get one. Actually, I'll leave a link in the video description below where to get all these items. These controllers are expensive. They're like 60 bucks. You can get a used one at GameStop for maybe 45 bucks, but still, it's a pretty good amount of money. So it's always best to repair it. And the parts are about like maybe 5 bucks. All right, so what you want to do here is you want to get this pry tool, and you shove it in the side right here. All right, now there's a tab right here. There's a little clip you got to pop. Just slide that up. It's kind of a pain. There you go. I just popped it. And then same thing goes for here. If you can't get this open, sometimes if you squeeze it, when you squeeze it right here, it'll free it open. So just squeeze it and it'll open up. All right, so squeeze and then slide that tool in, and then pop that clip. There we go. Just popped it. There we go. Just be careful. Don't rip this off because there's a cable connected to it. So push these buttons in, and then you can pull this out. All right, so right here, see that blue tab facing to the right side? That's the cable, and you want to grab and just slide it out. And then here's the battery, and we're going to unplug the battery so it doesn't short anything out. So just don't grab it by the cables and pull, because you rip the cables out, you're screwed. And grab the white part and then squeeze the white part and then slide that out. That's the connector. So if you ever need to replace this battery, this is the model for the battery. That's the model number. See the top? So if your battery's not charging, then replace the battery. The battery should last you 5 years. Sometimes when you take the controller apart, these springs pop out on the triggers. So see that spring right there? That goes inside the button. I mean the trigger. See right here? So it's inside the trigger, and then you push this in. And sometimes if you I guess if you're like my son, you game rage, yeah, sometimes this is one of the first things that break. So you push down. All right, that's in there, and push in. You hear that clip, and you want to make sure that spring is under the trigger. That's what makes it spring up. If the spring is on the outside, this is going to be loose. And first thing you do is you want to slide this part out. All right, so what I do is I take off the right side first, and then just like that, lift it up, and then put it down the same side. Like, you know, pretty much I could just grab it and just put it back together. So you want to make sure you just keep it all together like that. And then this tape, it's like a foamy tape. You want to peel that up. All right, and then remove that. That's the shield, I guess, or this is the diffuser lens right there. Just remove that. So that's the last piece. I want to face it down that way. And then there's another tape right here, but first we're going to unscrew that. Now this is the part number right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Come on, focus. That's the part number. So you want to make sure you get that part. And the model number on the controller. So this is my model number. So you look at the model number so you know what part to get. So that's my model number. Okay, so write down the model number. Make sure that part is compatible because there's two different connector pieces. One of them looks like this. There's one that is wide and it looks like that. This is the wrong one that I ordered because I wasn't paying attention. It came with the cable though. Make sure you have, there's two versions I believe. It could be more, but as far as I know there's two different boards. So let's go ahead and remove that. And get a magnetic tool, that really helps. I got the little magnetic tray and it keeps all the tiny screws together. And then let's go ahead and lift that up. All right. And then peel that tape. Here's another part number on the back side if you want to see that. You want to take that tape off. You're going to put it on the new board. Alright, so once you have the new board, you want to cover the solder joints right here. So these solder joints look good. Look on the back side. These solder joints look good. Sometimes the solder joints break and you want to solder them. But in this case, it's the center piece that was broken. So you replace it with the compatible board. And then place it in again. Now when you take this apart, let me show you. Sometimes it gets stuck. If you can't pry this board out, what you want to do is you want to push down on this side with your finger or something, and you push down and then you wiggle that out like that. Okay, so don't force anything. This is electronics, it will break. So this, I'm going to push down, cover the solder joints. All right, and then tape that to the controller. Next, you want to grab that screw. It's really short. And put it right here and screw it in. There we go. So this piece goes on next. All right. And then, of course, this piece, put the left side in first, and then the right side, and then tape it down. And then this left side in first, right side goes down, right, and that right here. Make sure you put it between the divider. And make sure you put the battery in. Where's the battery? Now, you can upgrade the battery. I'm not sure. This is, let me see, what battery is this? 1,000 milliamp hour battery. Yeah, you can upgrade the battery if they're available and get longer battery life. Or you could just go in your controller settings and dim the LED light and not give you a longer battery life too as well. And this right here, I'm gonna push down. And it only goes in one way. So make sure the red cable's to the right. Push down. Make sure these don't pop out. Sometimes they pop out and you have to push it back in place. Or else the battery's not really connected properly. And then let's go ahead and push these cables under that hook. So it's under that hook. And then we're gonna put the cable right here, plug it in, blue side to the right. If this is not plugged in properly, you'll know the controller won't charge. Push this in all the way, just like that. All right, next we're gonna go ahead and put the bottom on first, like that. All right, and then push down on the buttons. Now my son broke it right here, so I'll probably have to order the back side of the controller, or maybe just get a different whole casing, replace it later on. But he's gonna have to deal with that for now. And then push this in. Make sure it clips. You'll hear it snap together. you follow the tutorial and do what I did, just be careful, you should be fine. And that's pretty much it. But if you unplug your your PS4 from the power source, sometimes you have to resync the controller and just use the cable, plug it into your PS4, and then press and hold the PlayStation button to connect, and then you're good to go. So guys, if this video was informative, give me a big thumbs up. If you guys are interested in the repair kit or the charging dock, check out the links in the video description below. If you know anyone that may find this video useful and helpful, they own a PS4 or they have a broken controller and they may want to try this fix, go ahead and click on the share button below and share this video to them, help someone out. And if you want more how-to videos like this coming your way, subscribe to Tampa Tech, click on the subscribe link right here or the subscribe button down below. And if you want to check out my other PS4 fixes and tutorials, check out this playlist link right here. Thanks guys for watching, bye.